Today's topic of discussion is being petty. You just have some people in your life that, just don't know when to say when or when to stop. They do some stupid stuff like doing things to make you mad or to get your attention. And honestly, it's just childish. And as my brother always says, stupid people win stupid prizes. Play stupid games, win stupid things. Anyways, I'll give a little example of things from my life that people have done that are just super petty and just rub me the wrong way. I've had it where somebody posts something specific on social media. I'm talking about in my personal life, where somebody posts something and they know that it's going to get your attention, or they know exactly what they're doing and they know that it will either get your attention, rub you the wrong way, or just send a message to you. I'm sure we have all experienced this at one point. Somebody makes a subtweet about you, they don't tag you, but it's directed directly at you. And to me, it doesn't even do anything besides just make me disappointed in that person or somewhat mad, I guess. It's what do you think you're doing? This is the most petty thing I've ever seen in my life. Are you looking for other people's validation, or I don't even know. But when you see that thing and you're like, this is literally for this does nothing. By being posted, it literally costs $0 to make a stupid post. It's almost like sending a message to you directly, publicly, for everybody else to see. And what good does that do? If you really want to do something, say it personally, or I don't know. It's just what are you doing? This looks like you're a child, playing games out here. Who's playing games out here like that? But anyways, there's a couple other examples I could give, but I'll kind of get into how you deal with this, or what you should do, and kind of, what I have done in these situations in the past and what I would do in the future. Number one, just don't play their games. Don't give into that. Don't stoop down to the level of that. Don't subtweet them back and be like, oh, well, but no, don't do that. To me, it's just immature to do that. Just use it to almost give you clarity and be like, okay, wow, that's how this person is. This is how that is. Thanks for showing me that. And then just move forward. I guess another thing that you could do, depending on how close you are with this person that is being petty, I guess just call them out and let them know. Be like, yo, what you're doing is childish, and don't do that. You have to move past that. I've had it where somebody's talking about another person and they're like, oh, I can't be friends with them. This happened this time ago. And it's over the most petty things I've ever heard in my life. I'm like, geez, I'm glad I'm not that person. But it almost makes you think it's okay, well, that's inside of them. And they think like that, and they could apply that same thing to you. Oh my gosh. And this kind of goes back to my last video where I talked about ego, and just somebody thinks they're so much better than somebody else, and they just have to hold on to that, and they can't let somebody else be better than them. And they even though they're acting worse, it's almost they're making themselves look worse than what they think they're actually doing. They think they're convincing people that they're better, but they're really not. It's just kind of embarrassing. So just let them do whatever they're doing. And I think most people can see when somebody's just acting out of pocket. So just let them be and let them embarrass themselves, really. And I guess for advice for somebody who is petty and wants to not be petty anymore, just look yourself in the mirror and say, is this beneficial to say? Or is this doing anything than just causing more problems? And if the answer is no, it's not solving anything, then don't do it. Stop doing it. All you're doing is causing more issues that don't need to happen. I'd like to think of it as just be the role model. Sometimes it only takes one person to step up and be, the bigger person. I know that's kind of cliche, but if you show them what it's like to not be that kind of person, maybe that influences them to, let go of what they're trying to do because they're almost trying to compete with you. And if you have a bigger ego than them, then almost in turn, they want to make themselves appear bigger than you and fuel that inside of them. So it all kind of comes back to ego, what I was talking about yesterday or whenever I posted that video. But just be the bigger person. Don't play stupid games unless you want to win something really even stupider. Then go ahead. But just be a good person. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.